When there's a knock on your door, don't answer no more, 'cause it's Mrs. Pringle Prungle! Hi!
Hi, my name's Mrs. Pringle Prungle, and today I'm going to do some magic tricks. The first one I'm going to do belongs, well, it doesn't belong to anything, Mrs. Pringle Prungle. You're just going to use bath towels, and then I'm going to do a magic trick with a phone book, and then I'm going to do one with Q-tips. So when I first do my magic trick, I'm going to have to move my flowers. Mrs. Pringle Prungle, you got to take the flowers off of your ironing board. So I'm going to put them over there. I'm going to use this later. I'm going to put them right over here by my drink. Today, I'm going to make a lobster out of beach towels. So you take your beach towel, and oh, Mrs. Pringle Prungle, this is going to be difficult here. I don't know if I can do it this way. In fact, I don't even remember how to do it. Okay, I'm not going to do this magic trick, so instead we're going to take my other towel, and I'm going to take it over here. So, Mrs. Pringle Prungle, I got to go to the bathroom and get this wet, but in order to do it, I got to put stuff down on the floor, because no one wants to live with people that get the carpet wet. Sometimes people like to lick carpets, but I don't want to lick it clean. I'm just going to put this down like this. Mrs. Pringle Prungle, you do so good, Mrs. Pringle Prungle. And this is in case things get wet. Now, you always want to do it in your bathroom. This is my bathroom. And I'm going to pull this over, and then I'm going to get this wet. See? You'd stick it in the toilet. No, I'm just kidding. I would, Mrs. Pringle Prungle, why would you put it in the toilet? That's disgusting. You wouldn't want to put it in the toilet. Okay. And you got a wet towel like this. And then you put it down on the ground. So now I'm going to make my magic trick out of this thing. First I'm going to fold all the parts. Mrs. Pringle Prungle, move that over. And I make a little half triangle. And put them over. Mrs. Pringle Prungle, you have the best singing voice ever. And I make it a little roly thing. It looks kind of like a hot dog. And then I bend it over. And then I pinch. Oh my gosh, I made a chicken. And it's a chicken. So then after you make your chicken out of a towel, you can figure out what you're going to do with your chicken. Sometimes I play with my chicken. And a little chicken. We can walk around on the ironing board. Mrs. Pringle Prungle, you broke his legs. Another time, you can also do other things with a chicken like this. You can do a lot of things with chickens. But I'm going to put my chicken over there, and I'm going to show you my next trick. Next trick involves a Q-tip. Now, before you do this trick, you always want to make sure you clean out your nose. Where things do come out of your nose, and that just happened to me. So I gotta go get a napkin. Mrs. Pringle Prungle has a booger on her finger. Better on your finger than on the Q-tip. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Q-tip. It's a real Q-tip, okay? And I'm going to go like this, and I'm just going to keep pushing the Q-tip. And if you keep watching, all of a sudden, there's not going to be a Q-tip. Mrs. Pringle Prungle, I can feel it in my nose. Oh my God. Sometimes your eyes water when you do it, but it's really okay. It's okay. So now, look at that. I made it disappear. Mrs. Pringle Prungle, you made the Q-tip disappear. Now, just so everyone knows, don't ever do it with a sticker wrapper, because I did it and I got it stuck up there. I couldn't get it out. No, Mrs. Pringle Prungle could not get it out. So you got to lift your nose up. This is the part that's really gross, because sometimes a lot of snot comes out. Oh, look, a little boogie again. Somebody once told me a really funny joke. How do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in it. So everyone knows after you pull it out, you can just put your little tissue here, and now you got a boogie dance. So now I'm going to go on to my next trick. It involves a phone book. I need to set that over because it's a little bit gross. So, what you do is you just take some pages out of the phone book like this. And then you're going to rip the pages. And then you smush them all around. And this is the tricky part because you got to distract your audience. So what's that? Okay, so now I'm going to blow on the paper, and I'm going to make the paper come back. It's not going to be wrinkled. It's not. Oh, yeah, Mrs. Pringle Prungle, it's going to be wrinkled. Why did you tell everyone it's not going to be wrinkled? It's going to be wrinkled. Okay, so it's not going to be torn anymore. I put it back together, and look. Look, Mrs. Pringle Prungle, you made the phone book come back after you got it, you ripped it. So then, if you got roommates that are really anal about pages missing, you just put it back like that. See? Everything's good. I got lots of magic tricks. And now I'm going to go on to my finale. But to do my finale, I'm going to have to move the ironing board. So I'm going to move it over, and I'm going to give you a little preview of what I'm going to do. I'm going to, Mrs. Pringle Prungle, you shouldn't tell them what you're going to do until the end. They can figure it out. I'm going to turn into a duck. Now, to turn into a duck, it's actually quite simple. So what I'm going to do, I broke the ironing board. Well, I'm not going to fix the ironing board because I don't fix anything when I break it here. I just got to leave it there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn to a duck, and what you do is you just sit down and you dress like that. And now I'm a duck. Mrs. Pringle Prungle, you're the one. You make bath time so much fun. Yeah, you do, Mrs. Pringle Prungle. You make bath time a lot of fun. People are like, don't you? I like to be touched. And I hope you liked my magic show.
When there's a knock on your door, don't answer no more, 'cause it's Mrs. Pringle Prungle! Hi!